Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Gateway to the Savage Frontier. We reached the end of that trail along the west side of the island of Gundarlun. Apparently we lucked out. There could have been random scrag patrols there, but we managed to miss them. So, let's find out what's behind this door. "Who goes there?" asks a voice. "Adventurers who need answer to no one," says Eladan. And let's see what we have here. Oh, pirates and audios. Interesting. Well, I suppose pirates need to have something take out the trash eventually anyway, too. Okay, I don't think... they're grouped so close to our party that I don't think a stinking cloud would be too safe. So I'll just start out with missiles. Actually, we could probably aim a stinking cloud there. Maybe next round. Ooh, yeah, let's do that stinking cloud. I think we will be able to rest in this room afterwards. Actually, we could do a stinking cloud. We aim it there. Okay. Yeah, pretty much everybody should be organized now, so the rest of the battle will be easy. Oh, almost everybody. Apparently not that Atiag in the far corner. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. And that was the last of them. Yeah, they should just have the usual piratey junk. There we go. And we'll just encamp here real quick. And we should now be on the south side of the island. Hidden by the narrow opening in the rock, a door is visible in the cliff face to the north. Yeah, that's the door that we just came through. Okay, there should be something at the far end of the street. The path here begins to climb steeply, wandering up the face of the cliffs. The top of this ridge is a popular lookout, or so the scattered trash suggests. Isn't it always like that? From this high ridge, you think you see something large break the surface far out at sea. And at this point, we have no idea what it is. Some path slopes downward sharply here as it reaches the coast. And I'm going to have to pause the game just a second, please. And we're back. Yeah, had to take a real life break there for a minute. We're down at the bottom of the hill, and We're mostly done, actually, with Gundarlun. There might be something... This appears to be some sort of shrine carved from the bare rock of the cliffs. Large stone images of fearsome monsters line the walls. No sooner does the party enter the area than the stone monsters spring to life. They advance, fangs bared, snarling in anticipation of the battle. So this is probably... Yeah, just a couple margoyles. I'm going to pause this real quick and fight the margoyles, and I'll be right back. And we're back. I think this probably counts as part of the city street, so let's go find a house or something where we can rest up, and then probably make sure that we're well stocked with ammo and whatever else we need before we leave the island. Because things are going to start getting a lot more interesting in a violent way once we leave, I think. Okay. Well, let's exit. Move. And it's the middle of the night. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to pause just a second here to see if I need to buy anything at the armorer before I start checking when the next boat leaves. So, be right back. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of piratey junk that we need to sell off, so I think we will go back to the sharper lineage. And sell off stuff and buy arrows and whatever else we need. I don't think we need to bother buying a mirror for the princess because I don't think she's going to stay with the party that long. Okay. Oh, it was just our ranger that had piratey junk from the last time. Oh, let's take a look at him. Yeah, he's gonna need some arrows. Oh, well, pull the gold already. Ah. Okay, she's okay. He's okay. And she could use a couple more arrows. And we'll save here. Not resting, of course. We don't go camping on the streets. The princess would make a fuss. Or at least her daddy would make a fuss. Okay, let's check when the boat leaves. Ships leave for Tuern and Neverwinter from the end of the pier to the south each morning at 0900 hours. Ah, for sure. Okay, so let's go camp. The end. I don't know where he took the money from. It certainly wasn't from the princess. Okay. So, let's rest. How many hours? 2 and that. Maybe about 10 hours. And let's add about half an hour to that. That should give us time to get down to the dock afterwards. Okay. Now let's see if we need to buy... Yeah, this is where you first shipped up. Well, yeah, I know that. Okay. They're going to make us buy our tickets first? Okay, well, let's... If we keep walking down to the dock... Eventually... Okay, well, let's... Okay, now it's 9 o'clock. Let's see if there's a boat waiting there now. A ship flying the familiar pennant lies at the end of the pier. Where are you bound for? We were told to go to Tuern. The sailor gestures to his open palm. That'll be 300 gold pieces, cash up front for your whole party. Teresa groans. That's triple what we paid in Luskan and Tuern. Oh, might as well. Crew raises the anchor, the sails fill, and the ship sails proudly out of Gundarlun harbor on a friendly breeze. Crash! A yardarm falls to the deck inches from Osita. You look up to see huge tentacles wrapping themselves round the bow. The whole ship groans as a giant kraken tightens its inexorable grip. Moments later, you're in the water as the ship disintegrates beneath the twisting tentacles. Swim away from the wreck! Elmer here calls out. Bone-chilling screams reach your ears, but you don't dare look back. Soon the tragedy's over, and all you hear is the splashing of the party in the gentle seas. You pull together a mass of boards and barrels to rig a crude raft, and the waiting begins. For 3 days, no trace of ship or land. Hungry and exhausted, you finally spot a tiny island. Paddling with your last ounce of strength, you propel the makeshift raft ashore, where it's dashed to bits moments after you crawl up the rocks to safety. Okay. So, we are shipwrecked, raft wrecked, on the purple rocks. And the amazing thing is, all our gear stayed with us, even though we had plate mail and stuff. Okay, let's take a look. A hand-painted sign to the north says, Visitors welcome. Neat, clean room. No dirty boots, please. Well. Okay. We'll just save here briefly. We don't really need to memorize anything yet. Okay. Yeah. Nobody in there. Okay. What's here? The house to the south looks bigger and better built than the other structures in this tiny village. The leader of the village seems suspicious of you and keeps glancing straight glances at Poxenarian. Eventually, however, though, he relaxes and you record your conversation as journal entry 40. And I'll tell you what that was when we come back next time. See you then.